to the rim. Moving quickly, Barnes. Cross-court, catch and shoot. Curry, quick release, three-pointer! Wow! Sensational, mid-air, grab the ball, contort to put it back, and Dallas's lead is 5 points. This is the biggest lead they've had in any game this year.
That's a good thing. To get in the lane, they're certainly going to draw bigs and find open people.
Here's Barnes, and Barnes gets the scoring started. A drive and dish by D-Will, and Barnes out of the corner hits a three, and a welcome sight to see that.
Absolutely.
After his preseason woes shooting the ball. They've gotten into the paint for 14 of their points as Dallas gets some points inside. Taking it to the basket is Barnes. Dallas has never been fully on track tonight, but they're still hanging around, trailing by 5 with a kind bounce jump shot for Harrison Barnes.
Dallas right where they need to be right now.
Barnes going to Jeff Teague and overpowers him on the post-up.
You know, earlier I was talking about taking advantage of a smaller guy. That time Barnes.
Correa harassed on the perimeter, getting into the
nice
paint,
pass.
And it is a slam dunk to tie it. Barnes.
Well, JJ, he just has such a knack.
So a three could tie the game for Dallas. How about some overtime on opening night? They need a three to tie it.
Fine with me.
7 seconds. It's Dirk to take it. No, he'll give it up. And from the right side, it is Barnes. First game with Dallas and a three to tie it with 2 seconds to go. How do you do, Harrison Barnes?
What it's going to do for Harrison Barnes is confidence as a player.
To make that shot, and of course that is one of the stories that is not going to be answered tonight, nor next week, nor next month. Barnes picks up the rebound and ties it again.
Right place at the right time, that possession for Harrison Barnes.
Making his NBA debut.
Well, you need three-point shooting. He's been good.
There's another three going in for Dallas. That is down to a 15-2 lead in that preseason game. And Gordon and Ryan Anderson, those fellas hitting threes, was a big part of that story.
Well, they also lost against the Lakers in their first game. Harrison Barnes gets on the board. So, of course, they're going to come back and tonight and try and be ready to go.
And, guys, that shot in that area off one dribble, Harrison Barnes likes that shot when he's playing the floor against bigger guys. He kind of gets them back on their heels and pulls up in the mid-range off one dribble.
Late clock three. Barnes rattles it in.
I just really like those matchups when he's at 4. The other 4s have trouble closing out on him, and when they do, he can floor it and get to where he wants.
Barnes goes baseline.
He looks like a different player right now, and obviously hitting that big shot in Indiana the other night has really lifted his confidence.
Barnes against Sam Decker. Decker trying to find a place in the rotation this year for Houston after playing just 6 minutes all of last season. And Barnes goes to work at Decker and scores over him to tie the game. 9-0 Dallas run. Barnes from JJ. Bullseye! Barnes has led Dallas, scoring 9 of the 12 straight points scored by the Mavericks to grab the lead. Barnes just talking about him. Rhythm jump shot.
Absolutely.
Here is Barnes, and it's a blocking foul and a chance for 3 the hard way to give Dallas the lead.
That's what I'm talking about. Just stay aggressive.
Now, once again, you've got a matchup that Dallas likes. Barnes puts it down once and drills it over Ryan Anderson.
What?
Decker had trouble in a couple of matchups against Barnes in the first half. Harrison crosses him over and swishes it.
Love it. Looks so good tonight, Hart.
Now it's Barnes against Nene. And Barnes with a drive and a running hook shot. Good touch on it.
That's a different basketball player, Mark, than we saw in the preseason.
Barnes will walk into a jumper and hit it. Long 2. Most Barnes scored in the game last year was 21 points. So he had 19 Wednesday, and then he has pole vaulted past the previous best of 21 that he had last season with a 27-point effort tonight.
He's looked good getting that 25 points too, Mark. Doing a lot of different things offensively.
Post-ups, dribble drives, got to the free throw line, jump shots, 2s or 3s. Knocks that one down.
Confident guy, he really is. Gained some confidence since the preseason. Nice.
31 now from Argentina.
Coach Carlisle looking for some baskets is what he's doing. Barnes gets all the way to the rim on an excellent drive.
And was fouled by Brogdon, too.
Three-point play. He takes advantage of bigs by working off the bounce and getting himself all the way to the rim.
Wide to the rim and a score for Harrison Barnes.
Real heady play that time. Caught the defense trying to close out.
6 on the shot clock. Stepping in and hitting a three is Harrison Barnes.
Okay, when he's squared up, he doesn't miss a lot of open shots. That's a good find and an excellent job of organizing himself before that three ball.
Barnes a jab step. Shoots it over Tony Snell. Yes, sir.
I like it, man. He's really in a good groove to start this year.
Barnes
Yes.
on the drive, and Parker with a goaltend. Score the basket. One of the things that will happen as a domino effect is more minutes for Harrison Barnes at the 4. That's something we've already seen a lot of this year. And the more he plays at the 4, I think the more you have to appreciate how his skill set really puts him in a position to do things successfully on offense, as we see him go at Parker again and kick it out to Berea for a 3 hard. And the first Maverick lead of the game.
It's a beautiful play. I love seeing the hot guy, Mark, make plays, not only for himself. He's been knocking down shots, but when the double team comes, very unselfish play by Harrison Barnes finding J.J. Berea. As you see Harrison Barnes
Knocking down another one.
playing with a lot of confidence right
Love it.
now. He realizes that Dirk and Darren are out of the game tonight, so he has to take more of a load offensively, and so far, so good for the Mavericks and Harrison Barnes.
And Barnes misses the follow dunk because he got shoved in the back. Fouled and headed to the line for 2. As Barnes gets into the lane, runner goes in, lefty gets a nice bounce. 21 points now for Harrison Barnes. Now here's Barnes ready to go. Gonna put it down, and the jump shot is on the money.
It's a smart attack. I mean, you get a small on you got to go right at that guy, and you didn't have a chance that time against Barnes. You know, you talk about him being able to beat bigger guys. That time showing you he has the ability to make a play either way.
They need something to get something. A Harrison Barnes 3 that stops an 8-0 burst by Milwaukee to open up the 4th quarter. Matthews desperately needed one to go down, and he hits bullseye and looks to the sky and says, "Thank you, Lord, for answering my prayer." Barnes on the money, 1-point game.
That's what Greg Buckner just talked about.
Yeah.
You get a stop and you get the ball to your best offensive player on the floor. And he comes through for you.
Barnes on the drive. Barnes with the finish.
Nasty.
That was BEA beautiful.
Nasty. He's up to 30. Outstanding performance by Harrison Barnes.
Ladoba looking for a dribble handoff with Jason Terry. Here's Greg Monroe and barrels into Bogut. Bogut went down, and there's no rim protection after that as Adetokunbo roars down the lane and dunks it.
A lot of contact on that particular possession.
Here's Barnes. Has 30 tonight. Greek Freak guarding him. Barnes driving. Barnes got to the rim. Tie game. A career night for Harrison Barnes. And shining down the stretch when the Maverick offense had started the 4th quarter, sputtering at the tune of 2 for their first 16. Barnes has delivered in the last 3 minutes of the 4th quarter to lift them back into a tie game at 74-74. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. A step back 3. No! Overtime coming. How about the rookie Finney Smith dialing it in to get the stop against Adetokunbo, and we have ourselves an overtime game for the 2nd time this year. Barnes over Tony Snell. Yes, sir!
Zone. He really is. He is very, very confident.